Whole lot of people just can't seem to fit into where things seems to be going. Like you, CJ. See, the black race can't afford you no more. The day of the Geechee is gone, boy. And you going with it.
What's up, fellas? It's your main man back on the scene with another video. We have a video here from our good friend, the lovely Soraya Brooks. She looks good to be in her 40s. She held up well. That's what you get when they stay in shape and they ain't out there drinking and smoking cocks and at the bar all the goddamn time. And I watched it. I think, yeah, I was going to say a week or so. It was about a week when it came out. And I left a comment. It only takes a couple of fools to ruin it for the decent brothers.
You know the damage one ignorant Negro can do.
On the other side, the women have to vet better, make sure their military guy isn't married. Definitely gotta check that. And just to give some more game to the ladies over there. A lot of these dudes are pookie in a uniform. Plain and simple. You have to ask the right questions. Were you raised by a mother and father? If they were raised by the mother only, beware. So this guy here, friendly bad advice for some people: don't play a Turkish, I guess he meant to say woman in Germany, especially when they have brothers. 90% chance then Turkish brothers don't like American military men, especially black Americans. A lot of fights. Yeah, that's reality. I tell you, some of you dumb dudes out there, man, you cannot escape racism. Racism is tribalism. Plain and simple. You are competing with another tribe when you go over there. Here goes another one. Me and my German wife was in Germany last month, and we saw a few Pukishas at a spot we was at. They tried some BS they pulled in the U.S. and found out real quick Germany not playing that. But don't worry, brothers, it's still good over there. Me and my wife go back and forth from here and our home in Chicago and our home in Germany. So let's get into the video. Don't want to delay it. Let's rock and roll, brothers.
No, because I know I am ready since I haven't been posted in a couple of days. I am so sorry for that, but I've said enough. Let's get right into today's video, everybody.
Black men are put in a cultural sense, in a societal sense, you are seen as interesting, whereas black women are seen as lesser.
So what? There is no equality in the dating world. That's just how it is. That's just like Asian women are seen more desirable than Asian men, and for blacks it's the other way around, that the men are perceived as more desirable than the women. It's just the way it goes. That's the hand you were dealt. It's not going to change. You cannot negotiate attraction, which is what she's attempting to do right here. Not happening, baby.
An experience,
a novelty in which you can approach voyeuristically, and it's dehumanizing. I was a member at Solo House, and I remember seeing a black man sitting there, and there was all these white women around him, glorifying him, gawking at the fact that
you see her eyes? Her eyes just bucked out. Hold on, let me one more time, one more again.
These white women around him, glorifying him, gawking at the fact that he was existing, and
her eyes got big as hell. Cora, she's like, what the hell? How come they're not looking at me like that? You ain't getting that. It's just how it is.
Well, guys, I cannot say much about the fact if BWs are seen in a desirable way over here or not. because obviously I'm not a man, I couldn't tell you that, but if I would have to put on a scale, if black men are desired over here or if BWs are desired over here, I would most definitely have to say black American men. It's what it is because I have seen it myself and it even happens every single day. If a black man, he's in shape, goes into certain locations, let it be just the gym or even the supermarket. My husband couldn't even go to the bank and have his peace, for Christ's sake. That man is going to be the center of all of these ladies' attention. Because just like she said in the video, they're seen as exotic, right? And it's not because the women over here, they want their green cards. It has nothing to do with.
No, it don't have nothing to do with that. That's totally irrelevant. Here's the game. You're exotic to them. And you have an extra variable that adds to that attraction, and that is taboo. They're not supposed to be with you. So that increases the level of attraction. So to them, you are hot shit. And I came across this information back in the 80s. I was working at Haynes Warehouse. There was a security guard, a white dude. He came back from the military. And I was flirting around with this security guard. It was a Puerto Rican girl, but she was more on the white side. And he was like, man, forget her. If you like white girls, you need to go to Germany. When I was stationed there, all the blonde-haired, blue-eyed girls that I wanted, I couldn't get them. They all wanted black guys. He said, man, you need to go there. But I didn't act on that at the time because this is when the Dominicans and the Brazilians were moving into the area. So white girls had to take a back seat. Just what it is, because them goddamn Dominicans and the Brazilians, they was right. Damn, even the white looking ones was bad. I mean, built. I'll tell you a story about this girl I met in another video. Let's go.
With it, it's just because that the selection of black men over here in Germany is extremely limited, which means that women over here are going to compete for their man if they're actually able to put their hands on one. It's that serious. So what she says, I 100% agree with.
It's like that in Italy too. It's the same thing. If you're an American, they do have it in for the Africans. I'm gonna say that. But if you're an American, you're good to go.
Black men are looked at as if they were heaven sent. But what happens when these guys come over here and experience all of the attention they get from women, the confirmation they get from women, and not only that, guys, these women will talk to you. I know it is so hard for you to believe it when I say it. You really have to come out here and experience it. And I know that
It's not hard to believe. Maybe if you're lower on the attractive scale, it might be hard to believe. I think for a reasonably decent looking man, it's not hard to believe. It happens here. So over there, it's just magnified because you're, again, like she said, there's not as many of you there. So that makes you hot shit. I picked up on that when I used to spend my summers in South Carolina. And just the fact that I was from New Jersey made me hot shit to the girls there. Because you sound different. You look a little different. And that's the same race. So you figure another race, you'd be even hot, much, more hot to them.
I have said that I'm going to make a couple more videos about the cities and the locations because you guys keep asking me about it in the comment section. But I'm kind of worried about some safety precautions over here because there are some things going on which makes traveling in Germany kind of risky, especially when you want to go out in the nighttime. Therefore, I'm really being cautious right now with the info that I'm putting out because I really don't.
Well, they got that anti-immigration hysteria going on over there, just like we have here. So it might be, it could be a little dangerous. They're saying the alt-right or the far right is rising over there, which I don't see it as that. It's people want their country. They don't want to be bum rushed by a bunch of mofos from somewhere else. They might mistake you as African or something. You don't know. Let's go.
don't want nobody to come out here and to get hurt. I mean, crime rates are really, really low here in Germany, but still, at the end of the day, it is your safety, which I'm concerned about. And when I'm out here making content and videos and telling you guys to come out here to certain locations and cities and something may pop off and happen, I would not feel right about it. But let's get back to the topic. So, what does actually happen?
Yeah, there was a layout. They have a Minotaur, what was that? Wonderland layout, model train layout. I forget the name of it. I think it's in Hamburg. That's why I want to go check that out. I had to send her an email a while back, but I didn't get back with her because I had a couple deaths in the family and all that, so I didn't really, really want to make plans for traveling. But I'm gonna get back with her. I'm gonna head over there though, because I got to see that layout and go check out the scene with the ladies, see how they acting. If you can find something decent to get on your program, act right. I'm gonna say that.
But a man who has really never been talked to and approached by a woman in America, but he comes here and gets the ladies who are talking to him, he's overwhelmed. Not only is this man going to be overwhelmed, of course he's going to love it, but he's always going to have to make some choices. And when I say choices, I'm speaking about not dealing with multiple women at the same time.
You can do it if you tell them up front. If you look good enough, and again, that's like I said, everybody's not going to be able to do the same thing. But if you look good enough and you tell them ahead of time, yeah, I like the ladies. I'm not going to lie to you. To be real with you. Yeah, I do like to tap something every now and then. If she's that attracted to you, she'll put up with it. But be honest.
I also know that it's very hard for some soldiers out here when they're apart from their wifeys, girlfriends, fiancés in America. But guys, that does not give you the right to be out here dealing with women that you're not supposed to be involved with. And when I say that, I'm talking about very simple, infidelity. I do not care.
Well, the guys are wrong, but the women, again, if you know that this is normal for these guys to be married or have a girlfriend back in the States, and you deal with them, that's on you. Keep it a buck. Dude gonna tell you whatever you want to tell you. A lot of these dudes ain't nothing but pookie in uniforms anyway. But they're gonna tell you whatever they need to tell you to get the booty. So maybe if the guy's not gonna be there, well, let's say he's not stationed there for years, then it might be in your best interest not to drop them draws. The same smoke we give women in the United States, they got to get it in Germany too.
How many times the manosphere is telling you that it's okay to have multiple women? Okay, if your women are good with that, go ahead and do what you got to do. But if your woman in America does not know about it, you have no business messing with women over here in Germany. The woman that I'm about to show you, that's exactly what happened to her. She's enjoying her time with this cute soldier boy from America, but all of a sudden, he starts to act a little funny. And when I'm talking about funny, he's kind of behaving like he cannot have a relationship. And she's going to tell you all of these things in the video that I'm about to show you, but I only have the subtitles, okay? I'm still going to translate here and there for you guys once the video is over. But bottom line, this guy was Prince Charming, from what she's saying, turned out to be a complete nightmare because this man had a whole wifey in America who came to visit him here in Germany. But let's check out the video. She's a cutie too. I'm just giving you, a feel of what you would actually deal with if you was to be here. Very natural, pretty, but let's check it out.
Ich habe einen Military Guy kennengelernt, wir haben uns gedatet. Der hat mir Gedichte geschrieben. Wirklich sowas habe ich in meinem ganzen Leben von einem Mann noch nie bekommen. Also wirklich, ich wusste nicht mal, dass ein junger Mann zu solchen Formulierungen überhaupt in der Lage ist. Das war so crazy, aber ich dachte so, keine Ahnung, der liebe Gott hat's gut mit mir gemeint. Vielleicht hat er mir jetzt einfach so diesen Traumprinzen geschickt. Wir haben uns gedatet, wir haben uns getroffen, es war alles perfekt, wir sind uns auch näher gekommen, der hat mich immer geupdatet, der hat alles gemacht, was man sich von einem Mann wünscht, wie er sich zu benehmen hat. Einmal fing er an, so ein bisschen komisch zu werden, ich dachte schon so, da ist was im Busch. Wir haben ja so ein Gefühl, wir Frauen, wir haben ja so ein Bauchgefühl, das täuscht uns nie. Also er saß dann hier und hat mir erklärt, dass er nicht in der Lage ist, eine Beziehung zu führen, er kann das alles nicht und es ist ihm alles zu viel und hat einfach einen Nervenzusammenbruch hier bekommen und hat geheult und hyperventiliert und hat mir von seinen Kindheitstraumata erzählt. Also der hat quasi mich gefickt, mein Herz gefickt, aber es war am Ende so, dass er mir leid getan hat. Ich dachte so, Gott, der arme Junge. Er war eigentlich das Arschloch, aber er war der Arme am Ende, weil er so geflennt hat. Und ich dachte wirklich, um Gottes Willen, der arme Junge, der tut mir so leid. Ich habe noch gedacht, ach, vielleicht kann man den therapieren, alles wird wieder gut. Ein Scheißdreck. Ich laufe eben von der Arbeit nach Hause, dann kommt mir so ein Pärchen entgegen und ich gucke so, hey, ich kenne den doch. Dann war der das einfach mit einem Mädel Hand in Hand, so richtig anhänglich und innig und so. Und ich gucke, nebendran seine Eltern und ich weiß, die wohnen in den USA und die ganzen Army Boys, die bekommen auch immer mal Besuch von zu Hause. Der Bruder hat eine Chick zu Hause gehabt und hat jetzt Besuch von der. Der läuft mit der Hand in Hand durch die Stadt und schämt sich nicht mal dabei und sitzt bei mir auf meiner Couch und heult mir die Ohren voll. Also ich wusste, dass Männer krank sein können. Aber das ist ein anderes Level von krank. Der hat mir Traumata und Depressionen und Burnout und weiß der Geier nicht alles vorgespielt, um sich aus...
Yeah, so she really fell for this dude, man. And it really hurt. I'm not saying that he's right, but you know and understand reality. A lot of these dudes, they do have women back in the States. And they know this ahead of time. So I don't know. I'd say check their social media, see what's going on. 'Cause, I mean, if he's married, there'll be something there to let you know. Cause no chicks here are spy on your ass. Maybe girls over there need to do the same thing.
Dieser ganzen Nummer rauszuziehen und wahrscheinlich hat er noch geflennt, weil er ein schlechtes Gewissen hatte. Ich hoffe, er hatte ein schlechtes Gewissen. Was ist mit dir? Ey, ich kann es wirklich nicht glauben. Ich bin geschockt, wirklich. Jetzt bin ich traumatisiert. Vielen Dank. Danke, Madeline.
Well, for those who were not able to keep up with the reading because the video was kind of quick and she obviously has increased the speed of her speaking, but this is what happened. She gets to know the soldier boy. They come closer. They get together. They have a great time with one another. He writes poems. The poems are so beautiful that this lady feels like she's in a fairy tale, living the dream of every woman who's into American men. But then all of a sudden, he's talking about, oh, I can't have a relationship. I don't think I'm ready. There were just so many things that had happened to me. He was playing her so hard to
Give up the booty too quick. You guys gotta have the same smoke for the chicks over there that we have for the ones over here. You gotta back, man. And like I said, I'm not saying he's right, but you can't get involved with people too fast.
the point that she was seriously concerned about his mental health. So she's like, okay, what can I do to help the man? What's going on? Of course, he's not telling her, hey, listen, my fiance, my wifey, she's going to be here in a couple of days along with my mom and my dad visiting me here in Germany. What happens? They don't talk to each other anymore. She gets off of work, walks home, and then she sees her soldier boy with his wifey and his parents. These two are walking hand in hand. But she's off, of course, she's completely shocked. She's disappointed. She's upset, and it doesn't take her a second or two to get on TikTok and make a video about it. That's not cool, guys. You don't do that. You don't play women like that. Be honest and upfront, because you will have your 304s who will still be with you and deal with you, even though you have a fiance in America. But that's a whole different story.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You gotta be upfront with it. If you're lying and deceiving them, and that's some raggedy shit, man. You know, so we'll let Sergeant Waters talk.
You're just like the rest of them, Wilkie. Ignorant, scared. Stop thinking like a nigger.
About it. And I'm gonna say again, man, you black, man. The stigma that comes with that when you don't act right in another land, they already have that in their mind, all the negative stereotypes. And then for you to go there and prove it right, I don't know about you brothers, man.
You know, just because I'm speaking highly about women over here desiring black men from America doesn't mean we don't have our 304s or have no morals and no values. So with that being said, she's completely shocked. But what she didn't do is she's not going to approach them. That's what, you know, women over here are not going to do. They're not really that confrontational like that. So she's going to see, and she has seen what she has seen, and she's going to make a TikTok about it, trying to warn other women. And unfortunately, she is not the only one who has been experiencing this. So now you know what you should not be doing. This is a warning. So whether if you are here on a work visa, if you're...
So we're going to cut that off there. I'm going to only get down below. Brothers, when you leave the United States, make sure you have that act right. You're in another land. Let's say you got into it with one of the natives there. They're going to take their side over yours because that's their country. You're at if you think you have a disadvantage here in the United States, you can double that once you leave. And then you have to factor in there's no constitution to protect you once you leave the United States. You got to be on your P's and Q's. So I'm gonna both of them wear some of the blame. Dude, keep it real with the Chinese man. If you want to deal with multiple women, tell them off the rip. Yeah, I like the honeys, you know, blah, 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 whatever. So wrap this one up, my brothers. when you leave the United States, do the right thing. Going somewhere where the women hold you as exotic will enhance your experience with the women. That is a superior position to be in as opposed to being settled for. That's why I always talk about the laws of attraction. If you turn her on, you're going to get what you can get in Germany. If you don't turn her on, you're going to get what you have right here in the States, and you're going to end up on Tony's Cheating Stories because she don't really like you like that. Explore your options, brothers. So do your brother man a favor. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Ring that notification bell. Share this bad boy out. And I'll see you brothers in the next video. Peace.
My daddy told me we got to turn our backs on his kind, Wilkie. Close our ranks to the chitlins, the collard greens, the cornbread style. We are men, soldiers, and I don't intend for our race to be cheated out of its place of honor and respect in this war.